Introduction to the view cube. In the upper right hand corner of our drawing screen we have the view cube. This view cube is for allowing us to see or display our object in the preset viewpoints that we have, the isometric and the orthographics, just like we did in other methods such as over here and in the view controls, and also over here in our view controls. Our view cube allows us an endless array of views. Now let's take a look how this works. If I click on any one of these surfaces where it says top, I will see the top view. And now if I want to go back to the home view where I started, I hit this. This is home. This is like my going back when my breadcrumbs back to home. So I can go to the left and I could go home. Okay, I can go to the front and I can go home. So you'll see that when I go to the top, or on the top, I have these arrows, just directional rotate arrows. I can hit those and I can spin them around. Okay, so I can spin it around to the right area here. Now, so those are my orthographic presets. When I hit it by the corners, these are my isometric presets. And here I end up with 8 different preset views from each corner. When I look at it from the edge is looking at it from halfway between the orthos, if you will. So anytime I look at an edge, I'm looking at it halfway between my orthographic views. And so I can essentially go all over the place. Now I do have what's called the compass. When I click on the compass, I can go to my east, west, and then I get my rotational views on the side. You see I have these little arrows, I can spin them around and see those. I can spin them around in each direction then and see my arrows. And then I can flip it back. Alright? Anytime you get lost, you can always go back to home and get your reorientation set. And that works out really well to get you back to where ground zero is, if you will. So our view cube is a handy tool. It's always here, and I could just pick on the sides to have the name to get to any particular standard orthographic view, or I can go in the corners to pick isometrics. And I can also pick halfway in between my ortho views by going on the edges. I can use the compass and I can use my direction arrows to spin around. And anytime I want to come back to square one, I go back to the home view, and that brings me back to my initial default view. So we'll have many more options to use this nav cube, which is its command name, but this view cube is a very handy tool, and we'll use the daylights out of this when we are designing in 3D in AutoCAD.